Welcome to Saving Us, where we discuss relationships in marriage, family, and beyond. Relationships are hard work and should be a priority. These discussions are here to help you navigate the waters of insecurity and frustration and hopefully guide you to a place of peaceful fulfillment in your own relationships. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode. This is episode number 12 of Saving Us. We are your hosts, Michael and Deetra Carter. I usually say my name by myself, but today I introduced us both because I'm in that kind of mood, I guess. But we thank you for joining us. If this is your first time, please remember to click subscribe and to share this episode with a friend, and go ahead and rate and review us on whatever outlet you're watching us on. So if it's YouTube and you're watching us, do that, or go ahead and rate and review us on any of the podcast outlets that you have. All right. How are you today, sir?
Doing good.
I'm so glad you're doing good. You're looking good. I'm glad you're doing good. Are you feeling good?
I feel good.
All right, me too. So we are going to get right into it today, and we have 4 segments in each show. And our first segment is positive words of the week. Sometimes our words are just not positive or negative. They're just words. But today, my word is ethos. And I even looked it up on Siri Google, the interwebs, on how to pronounce it. But ethos means a characteristic spirit of a culture, a group, or community that is manifested in their beliefs and aspirations. Ethos. So what is the ethos of your family, your work group, your church, your community? Ethos. What do you think about that? What do you think our ethos is as a family, the Carter family?
I have no idea.
What do you think the characteristic spirit or culture is of our family? I think we are a family that expresses loyalty. I think loyalty is part of our ethos. We're loyal to one another. What else? I think that would be the biggest thing.
Loyalty?
Among each other. I think community too. You better than I, but community as far as being open for community. Yeah, I think those two, loyalty and community, would be good characteristics that would describe us.
Our family? Okay.
Yeah, of our family, our belief system, and what we aspire to be, our aspirations.
Okay.
You have anything to add?
No, that sounds
That
good.
sounds good. Okay, what's your word for the day?
It is obstreperous.
Obstreperous.
That means to be noisy and difficult.
Why do you always choose words that are hard to say for very simple meanings?
What do you mean? Those are
Noisy, difficult to control.
Right.
Obstreperous.
Right. So we want not say one word instead of saying a whole sentence of words.
My class was so obstreperous today.
Well, we had a situation the other day where our pool in our neighborhood had to be closed down because the kids were being too obstreperous.
There
So
you
they sent
go.
out an email and said, the pool is closed for the day.
Because your kids are bad. Praise God, we don't have any children who were there alone. They were not there at that time at all, but
Well, yeah,
know.
we don't have any kids that would probably go to the pool.
that's true. Not right now.
Right.
So, well, our kids are not considered kids. They're adults,
Exactly.
young adults. So
Each one of them.
but they
That's
were
right.
saying kids under 18 were being obstreperous.
Yes. Yes, they were.
Hence the reason why all the parents don't want to go to the pool with their kids, especially when they get like 12, 13, because I was like that too. My kids got that age. I was like, you all are old enough to go to the pool by yourself. But this is why, because they get down there and they start acting obstreperously
Yes, they.
when
Is
they
that
do not have their parents around.
Just put the ly on it.
I
made
put it
an
on.
adverb.
I did. That's how they act.
Okay.
And the lifeguards do not like it. So
No, they do not.
they close the pool. That's too bad.
Yeah. Well,
All right, let's move on. For accountability. Now, each episode, I should say, we talk about accountability in our finances and in our health. So, good sir, how is your health this week? Your eating.
well, it was very, very well until yesterday
And why was that?
because it was Father's Day.
Happy belated or happy day after Father's Day to you.
Yes, and yes, thank you very much. And my daughter made me 2 sweet potato pies.
You heard that? 2 pies.
So,
And then she left town and
yes,
left at
both
least
of them.
1.5 pies
Right,
here.
exactly. She did not take one of the pies with her. So
Yes. So he
fell
will
off the wagon a
he
little
will
bit.
be eating pie daily until the pie is gone, I'm sure. So, but hey,
I'm trying to get some help.
Father's Day is only once a year.
Yeah.
And then we have 4th of July. Then we have Independence Day. I talk about soul food being holiday celebration foods, like like we do ham and ribs and baked beans, candy yams, really a rich macaroni and cheese, those kinds of things. Now, there's nothing wrong with eating those foods, but they should be celebrations foods. But I say, yeah, but we celebrate New Year's, we celebrate Valentine's Day, we celebrate Easter, we celebrate Mother's Day, we celebrate Father's Day, we celebrate Independence
All
Day,
the days.
we celebrate Memorial Day, we celebrate Labor Day, we celebrate Thanksgiving. I was like, those are kind of a lot of days to eat our celebration food.
Christmas,
Our
New Year's,
birthdays, Christmas.
everybody's
So,
birthday.
and if you have a large family, birthdays come pretty often.
Right.
So yeah, sometimes we have to cut back on our celebration foods,
Yes, we do.
even when it's a holiday. All right, and I'm doing pretty good health wise. I'm kind of congested. I don't know if it's weather related, because you know how we do in Indiana. We have really hot days, like today. Last night it stormed a lot, so today is cool and windy, and my sinuses don't like that. They don't like the change in weather so suddenly. So I'm a little congested, but hey, that's life. I've been living this long in Indiana, so I'm used to it by now.
All right.
All right. And we're doing good with our finances, people. We're doing good. We didn't meet yet this week, but we will.
We will.
And onward and upward, right? We're believers.
Okay.
We're not doubters. So I'm just confessing that we're going to put something extra
Okay.
onto, I won't say an exact amount. I'll just say something
Okay. That sounds
extra
good.
on a credit card. The credit card we have at the bank. Okay, so we're going to put something extra on that card for this month. In Jesus' name. Hallelujah. All right. Our topic for today. Do you think I'm less churchy than I was when we first met?
No. No.
You know? No, I'm surprised, because to me, I am. If I had been as churchy as I am, would you not have been attracted to me as I currently am?
You're the same.
Oh, I'm just the same.
Yeah.
I haven't increased or decreased.
Right.
Oh, well,
Yes.
that's good to know. Okay. I thought you meant I had become more churchy over
Oh,
the years.
no. You're the same churchiness.
Nothing wrong with it. All my saved people out there, there's nothing wrong with it. Okay. Anyway, our topic for the day is we are talking about dropping off our last baby to college. And I know it's like June, but she went for a summer program before the fall semester starts. So she's there for a few weeks, and then she'll be home for 2-3 weeks, and then back at it again. So we're getting a taste. Well, we thought we were getting a taste of not having any of our children at home.
We thought so.
We thought so. But all of you all who are married, somewhere around 20 years and have kids who have gone off to college or moved into their own place or whatever, have probably also experienced what they call the revolving door, where the kiddos go out and, they have to come back in. So we didn't even have we didn't have any hour period where that happened. We dropped one off, and then about 2 hours later, we went and picked
the other
another
one
one
up at the
up.
airport.
And they came back.
Yes, we did.
So we don't have an empty nest yet, but we did officially drop our last one off at school, and we are not having any more children because God knows how much we can bear. So that will be our last time. If we did, I might take it better than him.
No more.
So how did you feel about dropping Miss Renee off to school?
Well, I felt good. I mean, I felt okay all the way up till we dropped her off.
And then what did you feel when you dropped her off?
I don't know, a little nostalgic.
Yeah, a little
Or-
nostalgic. When we Let me see. I'm trying to remember exactly what happened because we left. No, she came down to the car, didn't she? Because she got something out of the car, and then she went back in. Okay, so I'm trying to remember the scene
Right.
when we dropped her off.
Yeah. She gave me a little extra hug.
Aw,
So
did you hug her? She didn't give me no hug. You know how girls do their
oh.
mama. She was like, "Bye, mom. Cool. See ya."
Yes, but she's a mother's girl. She's not like my other daughters. She's definitely your daughter.
Yeah, she's my friend. I would have to say, Nia's my friend too. Nia's my friend too. But Renee and I do have a lot more in common, like things we like to do.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say Renee and I are pretty good friends. But I think I feel sorry for her. I told her to move out of state though. I told her to go to school out of state because I just don't feel like she's gone. You know what I'm saying? Because she's so accessible, and I don't think I'm going to
Well,
be up there, bothering her. But
yes.
I just call her up like I called her on Saturday. We dropped her off on Friday. I called her on
Why did
Saturday
you call her
because I was
Saturday?
fussing because I went in her room and that closet was tore up. She
But
had said
she,
she cleaned the room, and I opened the closet. It was. It was all kind of mess in there, and then I had to clean it out so Michael could have some place to put his stuff. So I was like, Renee, what you want me to do with all this mess in this closet? So
she's,
I done called fussing
but
already.
she's not here. So what's she gonna do?
I gave it all to Goodwill, but she told. I mean, that's why I called her to see what she wanted. She was
Ooh,
like,
you
"Well,
gave
that's
all
the
her
good."
stuff to
No,
Goodwill?
that she had it piled up in there. Why she drives? Why she didn't just take it to Goodwill? She could have taken it.
What was it?
Old clothes and
Oh,
stuff like that, just on the floor in bags. She should have just taken the
yeah.
stuff. She just left it in the closet.
She's thinking about going to college.
Whatever. So yeah. So I feel like, if there's anything I need or she needs or whatever, she's real super close.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I
And with me,
just
she's like, whatever. Whatever, Dad. Whatever. She's
yeah.
not mean to me. She's just like, whatever.
Yeah.
So then she gave me a little extra hug. I was like, oh, well, okay. Yeah. We went
Yeah,
to,
so all of you dads out there, if there are any dads listening, and you wonder like your girls when they get like 12, 13, 14, they might pull away. It's really common. The girls will pull away from their dads a little bit. Some might. Some are just daddy's girls the whole time. But yeah, there's just hormonal changes and body changes, so you might not know how to feel comfortable, around your dad, like hugging on if you're used to like physically being on your dad a lot, and they just don't know, and then the dads too, a lot of them are worried about keeping their privacy, so like you don't go in her room, and
no.
like I just bust up in there, I don't care. And she does the same thing to me, though. We have no privacy with one another. None.
Oh, Lord.
None. I just go in, Renee, so. So I think that openness that way helps keep our, relationship a little more intimate anyway. But I think that's totally normal. She loves you. She appreciates you. I mean, she says little stuff about your jokes and, she gonna have something to say.
She always
But
has something to
she
say.
has something to say. But that doesn't mean she doesn't like you. She's like, oh, Dad, just okay. It's just how it is. I don't know why. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what do you think about the revolving door?
What do I think about it? What do you
Yes, so
mean? Somebody else coming back?
possibly Nia too.
Well, Nia's all right. Nia has a college degree. She just graduated from college.
Yeah, but she still will come back.
Well,
Might come back.
yeah, but I don't have a problem with that because I know she is looking for a job. She's graduated college. She's moving on. She's got a plan. Those kind of
Kinda,
things. Yeah.
kinda. So this is my question. One of our girls lived with four other girls. I think it was five people in the house.
Yeah.
Everybody else got a definite job in a different city, like a full time
Well,
something they're doing. Well, one
one
is
is
going to
going
go
to
to
Duke.
college,
Yeah.
but definite plan. Ours is like I don't know.
What's- what's-
But what's up with that? Our baby's like, well, she did have a definite plan. Just her plan didn't come through like she wanted it to. But she didn't have a backup plan.
Right.
Right. So
Well,
she's
she's
still
taking a
working on
gap
that.
year, so she's thinking of going to graduate school next year. And
She's not definite on that.
right,
Though.
but she's put in for a lot of jobs.
She has.
So
Has she put in for? Has she?
yes, she has,
Where?
and she's put in for jobs.
Do you know where?
Yes.
So you don't have a problem with anybody coming back to live,
Yeah, I have a problem with people coming back to live.
just not Nia.
No, you have a degree, and I know you can do something. But if you don't, now the other one don't know what he's gonna do.
True. So okay, so if one of our babies has a degree, but they don't know, but they don't know what they're going to do, and they don't have a time, a set goal or at a specific time, like 3 months, 6 months, whatever. They're just like, well, I've been applying and nothing's coming through. I don't know. How long would you let that last
Well, not very
for it
long.
to live with you?
Not very long, if that was the case. But that's not the case.
So how long is not very long?
Oh, well, you mean just saying I don't have
Yeah,
a
I mean,
problem?
saying I'm applying like another person we know that says that they're applying for jobs all the time, but they don't have a job, and then they get a job, and then you ask them again, and they don't have a job. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No, but
I can't say the person's name, but they worked for a while, for a long time, and then they were out of work. And then it was like 2 years, and they
yeah.
kept applying, and then they worked.
Well, that
And then you
person,
ask them again a month later, and they're like, "Well, no, I quit that job." And
yeah,
then, what
yeah.
if it's a situation like that?
Oh no, you got 30 days
You got 30 days in
at
that
the most.
situation.
Yes,
Okay, I
yes.
I can go for that 30 days. I was listening to Bishop Jakes this morning, and they were talking. He was talking about, it was Father's Day, so he was talking about how opposites attract, and usually in a married couple, one will be more disciplinary, one will be more nurturing. Doesn't matter, male or female. And I thought, well, I believe I am the more disciplinary of the two of us. What do you think?
I don't. Okay,
You
probably.
probably.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, I think I do nurture, but I think you are more compassionate. Not compassionate. I'm compassionate. More graceful. You'll give people more
Right.
grace
Yeah, that's true.
than me. And I thought, how long would I give somebody? I think 30 days might be my limit too, though. I say about 30 days would be good. Be like, look, we got to have a plan to do something.
Right. I
Something,
agree with
something needs
that.
to happen.
30
Something needs to happen.
days. Let's go.
Yeah. And as much as I love my babies, it's about that time. It's about that time. Everybody needs to. I got a little taste of not cleaning up after everybody. And that makes a difference. I
You mean
got
everybody being gone, you're not having to
yes,
clean up?
yes, as
Yeah.
much. I'm like, I
Right.
can't, because I
That part
like
of
to
your
keep
life is
stuff
done.
right. I like to keep stuff cleaned up.
Right.
So yeah, that kind of. I think if that wasn't an issue, I probably would not care. But if I see mess, I can't take that. That means you got to find your own space. I
Right.
can't take that. All right. How long should we wait to downsize? So we're talking. So, my beautiful husband here, the father of the year, wants to move out of our home very
Yeah.
fast.
Well, it's
Not very fast. I'm
no,
lying. Not very fast. He just would like to move out of our home.
no. It's not that I want to move out of our home. I want to sell the house. It's two different
Well,
things.
okay, he wants to sell the house. Yeah, it's not like you don't like the house.
Right,
It's just
exactly.
he wants to sell the house.
Right.
Right. And we have a pretty large house, and
Yes.
he wants to downsize. So my question is to the viewing and listening audience is, those of you who have been through this before, how long did you wait to downsize, knowing that it's a possibility that there may be a revolving door? And how much smaller did you go?
Right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Should you plan for a revolving door, though?
So I guess that's my question. Should you plan? I mean, is it inevitable that most kiddos will come back and forth? I think
Right.
it is, really, especially when the kids are in college, because you have to think of them summertime. They may not want to stay wherever they are if they don't have an apartment
Right.
in their college town, if they're just living in the dorm because they got to get out of the dorm. So more than likely they're going to come back home or wherever their parents live.
Right. And once they get their degree, they may have some transitioning time there also.
Right.
Unless they get a job right out of college. Not most, but a lot do.
Right. Right.
So
So
yeah,
yeah, so you,
I think
you
you should
should.
allow for that.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
think so too. I think so too. Yeah, I don't think you should go to. We should downsize like to a 2 bedroom house. I do not think that would be good for us anyway. But especially because we have the three youngers who may not be stabilized in their own place for a couple of years.
right? Okay.
Do you agree?
Yeah, that sounds good. But we still should downsize from where we are now.
Okay. Yes,
I mean,
I would. I agree with. Should we? I don't want to, but I will do. I mean, I support you in that
well,
decision.
let
That
me
means I'm compromising.
well let me let me say this.
I told him.
Since
No, I
you're
told him yesterday. I never compromise. Didn't I say that? I don't like to compromise. No, I think I was talking to Nia. It
okay,
wasn't you.
I don't
Sorry.
remember that. Yeah,
Go ahead.
but you want to pay off our bills.
That I do.
Well, then you want to sell the house.
That's true.
There
That's
you
true.
go.
I don't want to, but yeah, but I'm willing
Right.
to. But I don't want to. But I
Well.
will. Yeah, but I will. I get you. I get you. I get you. All right. So the question is, how long should we wait to downsize? Well, we already talked about it though.
Yeah, I'm ready.
So we have
I don't-
about 9 months, right?
Okay.
About 9 months. But I said, by May, right?
Okay.
On the market in January, moved by May.
All right. Sounds good to me.
Isn't that what I said?
Yeah.
Or do you not remember? Or what are you thinking? Or what do you think?
I'm thinking whenever you're ready, let's do it. There's no reason to wait for me.
All right. All righty. How do you really feel, huh? How do you really feel? You tell me
About what?
about anything on your mind. No, I was insinuating to how you really feel about the main topic, but you do have something else you want to talk about. So how do you really feel?
How I really feel, how I really feel is about multitasking. Because I have always been a multitasker my whole life. In fact, I prided myself. Is that a word? Prided?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, I've always had pride in being able to multitask. But I think the older I get, the more I find out that multitasking is actually worse for you. I think I saw where there was even a Harvard study that showed that multitasking actually is bad for your brain. It makes you less intelligent. So I think that the more focused you are, the better off you are. I mean, you have to multitask sometimes, but I think a lot of people put too much into being able to do multiple things at once, and it's not healthy for you. So
Is that the same for men and women? Because I feel like women multitask a lot.
yeah, well, the study showed it was the same. Yep, it was the same. Our brains react the same to it.
Is that right?
It wasn't saying that you should never ever multitask. It's just saying that we put so much into it. Like we do it, so it's so second nature to multitask, and it shouldn't be. It should be the anomaly, not the regular thing we do.
Yeah.
You should always focus, and then if you have to multitask, then do that. But it actually makes you less intelligent when you do that.
Is that why I'm so smart? Because I can't multitask?
I don't know that you can't multitask. You just don't.
No, I don't think I can.
Oh, well.
It's really, really hard. Even in little things, like if I'm at work and let's say I'm typing up my journal or whatever, and I'm trying to listen to something else, I can't do it. I can't.
Really?
Yes, I get distracted or just I can't do it. Even if it's something like, I'll say this, like if I have to sing at church and there's songs that I have to learn, I can't just listen to the songs in the car and learn them because I'm focused on driving. I have to sit down and take time, an hour for however many days, and focus on the songs.
Oh, okay.
It's very, very hard for me to multitask, and I don't know why.
Well,
But am I smart?
right.
Maybe
so
I don't
you
know.
may be the example we should all.
But yeah, but it's, I mean, I just don't have the ability. But that's not that I'm trying not to. It's hard for me to multitask. I wish I could actually, so I feel like I'd be more productive if I could. But hey, there you go. But I feel like people who focus on one thing, we do say that they're very smart, but they are very smart in a very focused area. most of the
Right.
time. So if you ask them about things outside of their area, they're just average like everybody else. They just have, because they're focused on one thing, they know a lot about one thing. So in that sense, everyone can be really smart because you can choose to focus on whatever your passion is and become an expert in that area.
Right. That's true. You
So
can.
we're all the same, really. We just make different choices
There you go.
if we're healthy, brain wise. All right. How do I really feel? I'm glad you asked. Oh, I slay myself. Anyway, how do I really feel? We've been talking a lot about Juneteenth. We have not we have, but in the media and everything, social media and news media, talking about Juneteenth. And I have to confess, I had never heard of Juneteenth until I was about 25 or so. So I didn't grow up talking about it,
Right.
never knew it even existed until I was in a graduate program and they celebrated Juneteenth in Bloomington. And I was like, well, what is that?
Juneteenth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so then I learned a little bit about it. But I am so grateful that it's so public now and the education is there for all Americans to learn about what Juneteenth is. And I'm happy that it is a national holiday. And I believe that we as African Americans should celebrate it. And we shouldn't, how most black people don't celebrate Kwanzaa. I mean, some do, but I should say most people I know don't celebrate Kwanzaa. But it's there. I really believe that Juneteenth is we should celebrate Kwanzaa too because it's very purposeful. Each day of Kwanzaa has a specific focus, and it's good. I think it would be good
But what's the why of Kwanzaa?
for building community among African Americans. That's all. Celebrating community. But Juneteenth, I really believe we should teach our children and grandchildren to celebrate Juneteenth because it keeps us reminded of where we came from, our ancestors and what they've been through, and it's the celebration, of our legacy, of their legacy. So
Okay.
just like the Independence Day is a celebration of the legacy of the rest of America, Juneteenth celebration of the people that endured the transatlantic slave trade and all the atrocities that were placed upon them and survived and had descendants. So if there was no them, there would be no us. So I believe it's great. We should all celebrate it. I really do. I think it should be a really big thing. I think we should do fireworks and parades and everything.
Well, you do.
I do. I think it's great for Juneteenth. Just like St. Patrick's Day, it's a big thing. People wear the green and whatever. I'd be down with the red, the black, and the gold and all of that. For
You know that
Juneteenth.
ain't gonna work
Why not?
because it represents Africa,
Well, yeah.
and you are in America. I'm just telling you, it ain't gonna work. What
Well,
you mean?
St.
Why
Patrick's Day is Irish.
Yeah,
But we're in America.
Yeah, they ain't black. They ain't from Africa. I'm just telling you what I ain't saying it shouldn't. I'm just telling you what ain't gonna work in this country. It's not gonna work.
But we black folks could do it.
Well,
though.
yeah.
We could do it. Now everybody else may not want to do it, but we could
I
do it.
know. But the one thing this year they made it a national holiday, our government.
Right.
I mean, on one hand, I'm glad they made it a national holiday, but I also kind of feel like it's just, what is the word, patronizing.
Oh, I definitely believe that because we haven't had any laws about the no chokeholds and
Right.
all
Things
those
that-
kind of things that affect us on a daily have not changed.
Right.
So it is
Exactly.
it is trying to get us
So
to be
there's that.
satisfied with a little piece of something,
Yeah.
rather than giving us true equality. I do believe that.
Yeah, but it doesn't take away from
from what it
what
is.
it is.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, the fight still goes on. I don't think we should settle for anything.
Right.
The fight for equality continues. All right. Well, that's all I have. What do you think, sir? Is that
Nothing.
all you have? All righty. Well, thank you guys for staying with us, listening to us, and remember to share with a friend. And that's our take on saving us. Bye.
Bye.